I have been there before. It has happened to me. So, one piece of advice I will give anyone who may be struggling with their prayer life is pray aloud. Pray aloud. Before we talk about it some more, I'd like us to first of all agree that our minds are wonderfully complex. You could start out thinking about something in 1 minute, and before you get to the fifth minute, you have already passed through up to 30 different thoughts. And sometimes you now realize, oh, you don't even know how you started in the first place. So now let's compare praying in our mind and then praying aloud. When you pray in your mind, there is a huge possibility that you start out actually praying and then you remember the food that you want to cook. You remember the person you did not answer. You remember the message you did not reply. You just keep on remembering things, and before you know it, you are not praying. You have started to delve deeper and deeper and deeper into your thoughts. For prayer to be effective, you actually need to be communicating with God. Maybe if you were giving God those thoughts, then that would be prayer. But in this case, you are just getting overwhelmed by all the things you need to do. And that is not prayer. That is not good for you. Meanwhile, if you were praying aloud, when these thoughts come to you, you will be able to push them aside because, in a way, you are engaging more than one sense. You are not just speaking, you are now listening to yourself when you pray. When you pray aloud, the possibility of starting out praying and moving to another thing is limited. Your distractions are kind of limited. But for this also, regarding your mind, one thing I would say is when these things come to your mind, pick up a pen and write them down. You'll get to them later. But pray. Make sure you are praying. One thing I would also like us to notice is that praying aloud does not mean that God hears you better. It does not mean that because you are now speaking audibly, God can hear you. It does not cancel out the ability to pray in your mind. Either way, God will still answer your prayer. All we're trying to ensure right now is the efficacy of your prayer. We want your heart to be in it. We want your mind to be in it. We want everything about you to be in this prayer. And that is why I am advising that you pray aloud. I hope you learned something. Bye.